Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. As you know that we already discussed about chapter number 15, changes from page number 192. We all learn about the energy and its different form little bit. And we know that what is energy? Energy is ability or capacity to do work. After that, we discuss about a fuel. So what is a fuel? Fuel store chemical energy. When we burn a fuel, it reacts with oxygen and its chemical energy is released. We can use this energy to give us heat or light. You know very well. Here is a triangle that you can see this triangle that show you the fire triangle. Why is fire triangle? Because here mention the things. You need three things to make a fire. Number one, fuel. Two, heat. And number three, oxygen. Like here you have a fuel, here you have oxygen, and this is the heat. Then your burning process is started. We also discuss an example that about food. Food is the fuel for our. Why we call food as a fuel? Because when you add fuel, benzene or petrol in your car, in your bike or in any vehicle, it start to burn and give energy to the engine. After that, the car start to moving. In the same way, the food that we eat, it is just like a fuel for our body. We burn sugar by reacting with oxygen in our bodies, and after that, luckily for us in respiration, the reactions are carefully controlled. We don't burn them, but fuel often do. So what's happened? Like the fuel car in the benzene form, petrol that we added in the different type of vehicles, even in plane, ship or motorbikes, wherever you're going to add the fuel, it start to burn inside the engine, and then it's energy or power to the engine, then your vehicle start to move. In the same way, the food that we eat, it start to burn after digestion in our body, and that gives us energy. So here, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no. Everyone? Yes, please. Okay, that's great. Well done. Yes, my dear. Let me 1 minute. Yes, Ahmad.
Yes, sir. I leave the meeting because I have a problem.
Ahmad, I can't. You are not audible.
What?
Ahmad Musab, I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. I leave the meeting.
Why?
I have a problem.
So for this, I told you from the beginning, if you have some problem, please type the message in the chat. Okay. Okay, no problem. But don't forget to listen this lecture again on YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, Karam.
What is the page number, Mr.?
Oh my God, page number 192 from the beginning, very beginning. I tell you the page number. Okay, now after this, we going towards the choosing a fuel. How we choose a fuel? Okay, I just give sorry, because today I have a little bit throat infection. So for that, this comes again. Now, here, if you going to add benzene in your car, you never to go any other petrol or any other type of fuel in your car, because that benzene or that petrol is suitable for your car engine. You're never going to add any other thing. In the same way, we need a special or a specific type of fuel, okay, that will help us. How it help us? In many ways. Let's see this. When choosing a fuel, you should consider it. Number one, energy content. How much energy in it? How much energy is present in your fuel? Number one. Number two, you will see that when you're going to eat something, you will choose a food that you like, that is hygienic, that you know about that it is good for your health, that gives you good energy. You're never going to eat any just like a bad thing or anything just going to fulfill your stomach. No, you make a proper decision to choosing your food. Okay, that should be delicious, that should be tasty, it should be hot, it should be spicy or salty, sweet, all these kinds of things you should see. And after that, also you should care about the energy for your food. In the same way, when you're going to choose fuel, you also see the amount of energy level in it, availability or cost. Okay, that is easily available for you, the fuel you are going to choose, or its cost, it's not to be much expensive. If it's costly or it's too expensive, you can't afford it more, because every time you want to move, you're going to move on your car, you want to run your generator, you want to work on other things. Okay, number 3 point, toxicity. Is it poisonous? It is harmful not only for you but also for the environment, because you know that whatever the fuel start to burn, after burning it will go where? In the atmosphere. So this fuel become the part of the atmosphere, so you should know about that. It will be not too much toxic. Okay, it will not going to harm any other life like animals, plants, or even yourself. Now number 4, pollution effects. Okay, that we will discuss on page number 947 to 149, that we already learned about it. And last but not least, ease of use and storage. The fuel that you're going to use, it is easily and available for you, and for use it is easy for you, and also even you want to store it, you can store it properly, you can store it easily. That will not going to make a problem for you, maybe due to any reason. So these are a couple of points that we discuss here about fuel. When you're going to choose a fuel, you should keep these points in your mind. So I'm just going to revise all of them one by one again. Number 1, energy content. Number 2, availability or cost. Number 3, its toxicity, it's not should be harm. Pollution effects, how much it going to pollute your environment to your atmosphere. And the last, easy of use and storage. So till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no. Quickly, hurry up. Yes, Rakan.
Mister, I'm sorry, but what mean toxicity?
It's not harmful, it should be good. It's not going to make any problem for you, harmful or bad. Okay, it's going to cause any pollution effect. So like this, toxin, something is not good. Okay, poisonous, or you can say. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks. The other students, they are just sending me in the message. Thank you very much. That's your great response towards me. Now, thank you for this. Okay, that's it. Now we start an investigation. Okay, here we're just going to perform a simple experiment that I also show. So let's see this one. Number 1, comparing Bunsen burner. What is a Bunsen burner? Inshallah, I will show you. First, let me to read this all. Then I will show you this Bunsen burner.
It's like
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome. Okay. Now let's see this one. Design an investigation to find if a yellow or a blue Bunsen flame provided more energy. We design 2 types of burners. There is a little difference between them. I will show you. Make sure your Flame is a safe, reliable, and fair so possible. What it means? You should took proper, you can say that safety and proper everywhere that should not going to harm for you, check and balance, and that should be properly safe for you. Okay, check which type of flame is better and why. For this, my dear students, I'm going to share a link with you. Before to go that link, here I'm going to share a slide. So please, everyone, come on this slide. Now I'm going to share that slide with you. So now you can see this slide. I'm going to make it little zoom in. So slideshow. Now this Bunsen burner, you can see in front of you. Yeah. So here, everyone can see these two flames, one in front of you in blue in color and second flame in yellowish color. So here A and B both are mentioned. So first thing is that what is the difference between them? Both are same. We given both of them gas as a fuel. Okay, here we also going to give fuel to this one. Here we have air hole closed, this one. Okay, but if you see here, plenty of air is going from here, and in a flame or in a Bunsen burner, air hole is open. Here the hole is closed, and here the air, you can say that, move easily. Yes, Ahmad Musab.
Mr. Maybe sometimes the fire will be two colors, like from bottom it will be yellow, and from
Yes, well done, very nice, well done, well done. Okay, I will explain it more. Well done, you understand. Well, very good, nice. Okay, what is the difference between these two burners and the flame? Okay, now the first thing, why this yellow flame? Because sorry, shortage of air. Here air is not go enough. What is present in the air? We know that oxygen. So here the oxygen supply is limited. It just take oxygen from here. Okay, whatever the oxygen comes from the atmosphere, that's the reason its color is yellow. But when you see in the flame A, plenty of air, mean to say oxygen, is going from the bottom. With this hole, the gas that is moving from here also take oxygen from here, and also it going to take more oxygen when it reach here. So that's the reason your this flame become blue in color. So till here, if you have any question, raise your hand, otherwise type no. Hurry up. Good, well done, excellent, my dear students. Very well, nice job. Okay, after this, I'm going to take back to you on your textbook, where we are on page number 192. So which type of flame is better and why? So this is your assignment, and you will tell me the answer of this question. Everyone, please, which flame or which type of flame is better and why? Okay, you should type this question and send me even on my WhatsApp. Okay, notice the soot produced by the yellow Bunsen flame, Bunsen burner's flame. This is sign of incomplete combustion. What is the meaning of incomplete? It is very easy to understand. Incomplete means that fuel is not burnt completely. Only a little or a very few component from the fuel is burnt, because we know from here to burn a fuel what we need a plenty of oxygen. But if you have a very little amount of oxygen, it will burn a very small amount of fuel. So whatever the fuel is burnt, it gives you energy. The remaining fuel is not burned because you don't have more oxygen in flame B. Okay. The gas we burn in the Bunsen burner is usually methane. So what is the gas that we supply? Its name is methane. What is methane? That is its chemical formula. Mostly that is present in your stove kitchen. The gas you received and you cook the things, that is named as methane. CH4 is its chemical formula. Okay, this is the equation of complete combustion. So you can see here, in complete combustion, what you see, this the methane gas, plenty of oxygen is here, and it's give you carbon dioxide, CO2. That is your first product. Then water, H2O, and give out most heat. This is your flame A, where you got blue flame. Okay, where what's happening? Complete combustion going on there. Now that is the reaction on flame 2 or flame B, where you got yellow flame. So here what's happening? Incomplete combustion going on. So you can see here what will happen here. Again the same gas you have, but here you have amount of oxygen is limited. So here you can see 4 atoms of oxygen, but here you have only 2 atoms of oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is less. It means you get here carbon soot, look, and water. Or if you're going to see up, you get here carbon monoxide instead of carbon dioxide. It means your this carbon is not burned completely. That's the reason we name this reaction as incomplete combustion. Now I am going to show you again the slide where I mention these equations in more detailed form. So you can see here, that is the reaction going on. This is a complete slide where you can see now the definition of incomplete combustion. You can see from here, number 1. Thank you very much. Thanks, my dear. Welcome, welcome. Jazakallah khair. Thanks a lot, everyone. Okay, now incomplete combustion is also a reaction between oxygen and fuel, but the product are carbon monoxide, water, and carbon. So you can see here the complete reaction, how it's going on. We know that during complete combustion we get CO2, carbon dioxide, but here what we get? Carbon monoxide, water, and in incomplete combustion we get carbon. But during complete combustion we never get this product because we burn complete fuel. So a combustion reaction occurs without a sufficient supply of oxygen. That's a reason we didn't get enough amount of heat or enough amount of energy. So till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no. Quickly, hurry up.
Sir, how sufficient supply of oxygen?
Okay.
What is sufficient?
Sufficient mean enough. For example, you can see here in this diagram, this hole is open. Okay, so when gas moves from this pipe, this hole also gives oxygen. Okay, air also start to enter from this hole, and that's the reason it has sufficient, more, too much amount of oxygen in the gas, so it gives you blue flame. But in case of B diagram, here the hole is closed. That's the reason this gas not going to take enough amount of oxygen or air with it. This makes insufficient amount or very little amount of oxygen for the flame, for the burning process. That's why this gives yellow flame. Understand? Okay, that's great. Excellent. Very nice. Now comes back to your textbook page again. Just a minute. I will go back to your textbook page. Yep. Okay. So this time your textbook page, we learned about all these things. Whenever you come across heat and fuel and oxygen meet, you sure to get fire. The flame will look higher, the fire triangle completed. So till here, my dear student, about this page, if you want to ask anything, any question in your mind, any doubt, please raise your hand. Otherwise type no. Then I move to the very next page.
Sir, the lesson is still left.
No, only this. Today just I show you this, and you will have one question. Which type of flame is better? Why? That is your question. Okay, as an homework assignment.
Okay, sir. So, sir, now can I leave or no?
If you wanna ask something, you can